Welcome to N.o.P.K BroadcasTV. Today we're going to be having discussions about music that we're passionate about, the culture and things that we enjoy as far as when it comes to the music industry or, music products. To my left here, this is my son.
Hey, it's your boy Richie, or you see here, Kid Fresh, or Fresh Kid 05, you know what I'm saying? Hit me up on Instagram, you know what it is.
To my left, to my right.
What's up, guys? My name is Paris, middle child, and I got my Instagram right there. Make sure you guys go give me a follow, Also an athlete, got some different views today. You got it.
My name is Cameron, and y'all can go follow me and like all my stuff. And
I go by King Bamboo. I'm on Instagram. You can follow me as well. Let's get into these topics.
They did roll. Yeah, sure.
The first topic that we want to kind of get into is our favorite artists, things that kind of motivate us, that inspire us, that we're passionate about. I'm going to ask my son who his favorite artist is, and I would like to know why is his favorite artist. So who is your favorite artist and why?
My favorite artist, starting this year, because he did great this year. He dropped 2 albums, Josh another name, Lil Uzi Vert, boy, you know what it is. I feel like he is because if y'all hear it, I'm pretty sure most of y'all heard his 2 albums. You know what I'm saying? I Turn on the Tape. You know what I'm saying? Love versus the World, y'all know what it is, those 2. Not just because those are good albums, but the songs on those albums probably have the most bangers on any album this year. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like Lil Uzi is my favorite rapper now and coming 2020, because he did his thing. He did his thing in this 2020. You know what I'm saying? He did good.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know, man. I never really got into Lil Uzi Vert. Maybe because of the annex and him wearing the tight shirts and the purses and stuff like that.
But that's okay. That's okay though.
Well, I guess it is okay. I mean, if that's what he wants to do, that's his flavor. I mean,
that's how he rolls.
By all means, do you? But I've never really, I mean, some of his stuff is fire, but I haven't really kind of listened to him. I've been kind of up on.
I can get behind him. He's a nice artist. I like him. I like to Turn on the Tape. It was a good album. That was a pretty good album. I agree with you on that.
Okay. What about you, Paris? What is your favorite artist?
Well, my favorite artist right now currently is definitely Roddy Ricch. He's coming out with a lot of bangers. At first I didn't really know about him all that much, but then when I heard him, it was just like it clicked for me. I like to listen to him in the gym and all that. He's just a great artist for me all around.
Yeah. When I first heard Roddy Ricch, I was like, yo, Young Thug is doing.
That's what I'm saying. I thought it was Young Thug.
I thought it was Young Thug.
That's what I thought.
But then when he came out with that album, and then when I heard The Box,
right,
I was like, yo,
The Box is good. The Box is
definitely
good. I'm no shade, but he's okay. He's good. That was a good song.
Man, he's over it.
And made it on TikTok, so I guess it's good. You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
Yeah. What about you, Cameron? Who would you say is your favorite artist? Doesn't have to be rap. It could just be whatever that you're listening to.
I feel like it would be Janae Aiko for one.
Janae Aiko.
I love her.
She's pretty good.
She's good.
Because she just, whenever she sings, and like every time, my female girls know what I'm talking about. Every time she just drops something, like when a girl is going through something and like they can feel her pain and stuff like that. And
she actually was dating one of the rappers that I enjoyed, Big Sean. Yeah, Big Sean he was nice, man. Really, yeah.
It's cool. Back in the day.
He hasn't really dropped anything lately.
Back in the
you know what I'm saying? But he was pretty nice. You know what I'm saying? I would say right now my favorite artist right now, currently, man, it's just kind of tough, but what I've been listening to is, dang it, I'm drawing a blank, man. Because it's just so many great artists that's out there.
True that.
But I say right now, who will be my favorite artist is, I like A$AP Rocky, man. A$AP Rocky's always kind of been my artist that I went to.
Behind it too. It was pretty nice. Yeah.
But because his tracks, his albums kind of be more, melodic, and he has kind of like deep things that he raps about. But then another one, I mean, that would have to be like my favorite right now. You know what I'm saying? I like them, but he hasn't really came out with anything.
I can't really talk about it.
I mean, but it's a lot of upcoming artists that's out there that, you know, like for instance, like Griselda. I don't know if you guys
never heard of
Griselda. I mean, they're more. See, Griselda, they're new. But it's like they kind of like, you know, I'm an old school kind of cat, you know what I'm saying? And they're from the East Coast, from Buffalo, New York, and it's like they kind of bring that feeling back, you know what I'm saying, to the type of music I enjoy listening to. But other than that, what would be an artist that we could say that we all commonly think that's a great artist?
I feel like for all of us, Drake.
Yes, Drake.
Think about Drake. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that song? Y'all hear that song? That song was fire, right? Yeah, it was fire.
What's the name of the song?
Bruh, it was like, what was it again?
Laugh Now, Cry Later. That new song.
Yeah. It was funny. When I saw the video,
was funny too.
It was nice.
It was funny, man. When Beast Mode came in and rocking one, and he was on the
It was funny, man.
I was
like it showed like his funny side like that some rappers can't do. You know what I'm saying? Because he's R&B and rap.
See, that's the thing about, you know what I'm saying, artists, man. They get into that, like, as soon as they get in this media space, they feel like they have to be something that they're not.
Right.
Like, they got this persona to where it's like, yo, I'm the hardest dude out here.
Right. They don't even do that.
And it's like, you know, and which is crazy because, like, Drake, you know, he's talented, he's a great artist, but it's like everybody keeps coming for him.
Yeah,
I don't understand why they keep
you rap
coming
with
for
someone like that doesn't mean so good. I guess because you're not like
he's always been that way too. It's all like even sometimes even before I was born, like he was doing it. He does not miss. He's not miss.
Great artist, man. I would say.
Yeah,
another artist I feel that we commonly like also as well is Tory Lanez.
Tory Lanez. I can't say one song that's trash.
I'm saying that's definitely one of my favorite artists.
You know what I'm saying?
Like right after Roddy Ricch, it's got to be Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
Most of the songs ain't hype, but they're good. They're good songs.
Well, I like how he's you know what I'm saying, versatile. He can rap.
He can rap, sing,
right.
Change his voice mid-song.
Melodic and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But how do y'all feel about the accusations that he's going through? The things that he's
I feel like it's cool, man. I don't think he really shot her, and if he did, I don't think it was on purpose.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't on purpose, because like, you know, she probably would have pressed charges or something like that, but they cool, you know what I'm saying? They both even
right, that's what I'm saying. It was just
it was
up
cool
before it even happened, so I feel like they coming from my guy Tory,
you know what I'm saying?
And then Megan, she ain't even all that, so it's like...
so you're not feeling Megan?
Nah, absolutely not. Her music is terrible.
I can't get into
like her music.
Her music always just talking about like one thing, bruh.
What is that one thing that
bro?
She always talking about like a hot girl summer and something. Like, don't nobody really care about hot girl summer.
Right. She always talking about her body parts.
There should only be one
female rappers
thing
talking about their body
parts.
Well, not all female rappers. I feel like Rap City's a dope female artist that's a rapper that she's amazing, but she don't get that many looks. I don't think you know, a lot of people really. I don't think. See, and that's the thing.
I
only know the female rappers that talk about sex and their body parts and all. That's all it is. That's all I hear.
Yeah,
I can't get behind that.
Yeah, man.
Like, literally, she just dropped a song talking about her coochie. I'm like, well, like, what do you mean? At least change it up. Do something.
Man, I feel the type of way about that too, man, because I think, you know what I'm saying, nowadays, you know, and it's always been there from like, you know what I'm saying, the Little Kims and the Foxy Browns and the Eves and all that other stuff, and, you know, from back in my day. But it's like, come on, man, like, what about the women artists that just, you know what I'm saying, just want to flow and just rap, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I guess sex sells, man. They gotta.
It does. I can't listen to it, but I guess it's does.
I mean, I can get behind the artist Jenny Naco, like Cameron was saying. I mean, she doesn't necessarily always talk about that. Like it said, she talks about actual feelings, actual feelings, and stuff like that. And I can get behind that.
Her flow is just beautiful. You know when she's
right. She has a nice. She gives people a nice vibe, and I can do it.
So that's one probably girl rapper. Yeah. Girl rapper, female that I'll probably like. You know what I'm saying? She's up there.
Right.
So, what are some other rappers that we feel like? For me personally, I feel like it's a rapper that's very talented, that that can rap, you know what I'm saying? But he just haven't dropped any projects, and his name is Mez. He used to go by King Mez. He's from Carolina, and like the dude is talented. He can flow,
He is, man.
And it's like,
Yeah, he got a nice flow.
and I don't know, man. I just wish he would just drop an album.
Drop
man.
something so we can get seen, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
People didn't see
right.
him because like I just recently heard it, but I thought he was new. But I guess he kind of, you know, he just
Nah,
like
he's
fell
been
off
around.
and come back.
He's actually on the NWA soundtrack, and that's kind of where I kind of discovered him. And like he has some hits, man.
He does.
You know, another thing that I want to ask y'all about, like who do y'all feel is like? I know y'all say Drake, right? Drake is kind of like the GOAT or whatever, but how do y'all feel about Kendrick Lamar? It's like he hasn't dropped an album since, like, I guess the Black Panther album, but you can't really call that an album.
Right.
Because
I did like his one album, that one, the one that had, what is it called?
Butterfly or Good Kid,
No.
Mad City.
It had Lust and Loyalty, that album. You know what I'm talking about?
I think that was that Good Kid, Mad City.
I'm not sure.
I can't remember, man.
It was a good album though. I liked it.
The thing about it, I think it is To Pimp a Butterfly. That's the one. But like, it's been so long since I've heard from him. It's like, yo, what? Like, I understand because he came out around the same time J. Cole came out, Wale, Meek Mills. You know what I'm saying? All these guys that within the same class as he is. But it's like, you still constantly hear from J. Cole.
You still constantly hear from him.
You know, and then like J. Cole got this team. He got a squad, this Dreamville squad.
I don't know if y'all know this, but Dreamville, I feel like they next up in team base. I feel like they next up.
I do feel like they next up, man. Because the project that they did, man, that collective project that they did was amazing, man. And all that work that they crafted.
All that. They're good lyrical artists. Like, all the lyrical. They're good lyrical
Like
artists.
one of my favorite, you know, like JID, like he can flow. You know, Earth Gang.
Earth Gang, they probably don't know them. Earth Gang, they be flowing. They be flowing with them too.
Like they got a ton of good artists over there in their camp, and it's like, you know, I was thinking, like I was saying, like J. Cole, right, got his squad, got his Dreamville, and it's like, you know, everybody else, and then you got, you know, Meek Mill, he got his Dream Chaser, he got, you know what I'm saying, his artists under him and stuff like that, and you would think like, you know, why don't Kendrick Lamar have a team? Like, where's his team?
He may just want to be. He may want to keep it alone. You never know. Maybe he wanted to do his own thing. Maybe he want to float by himself.
You know, my favorite by Kendrick Lamar is Swimming Pools, man. I love listening.
But that was like, that's how he got discovered. That was like his first up.
I love listening to that when we was younger, man.
No. Swimming Pool is a hard track. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I don't know, man. I want to hear something new from Kendrick.
Yeah.
You know, another thing that I kind of wanted to talk about is artists that we felt, you know what I'm saying, like it was a ton of artists, man, this year and last year that died, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they left us too soon.
Yeah, man.
And I kind of want to know how y'all feel about that, man. Like, how do y'all feel about, you know what I'm saying, these artists, you know, getting their life snuffed from them so early and so soon? And
They
it's
have
like,
good potential too.
Right.
you know, who was one of your favorite artists you would say that passed away?
Mine is Juice WRLD. But like, not for his music. I know people because I feel like his music is too depressing. But when he gets into the freestyles, I'm like, I just been looking at his freestyles on YouTube. That's what I just like to listen to him on YouTube. He just goes crazy, bro. Like his flow on when he freestyles, you know, he just keeps spitting. Doesn't matter. He'll literally spit for an hour. Y'all can go see it on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Just go Juice WRLD freestyle. He just goes in when he freestyles. That's why, like, his potential was great. It was just left when he died, bro. That's why I was kind of depressed about his
So,
freestyle.
who would you say is one of your artists that passed away too soon that you wish that you could, like, keep on hearing some of his?
I would have to say Pop Smoke because I didn't get to hear a lot of his music, and then when I started to, and then he passed away. I was like, I'm gonna get into this dude. Like, he's nice. I like his flow and all of that, and then he's very unique. But then when he was just gone like that, and it was just like I really wanted to hear more from him. He had a lot of potential, and he was just. Like, he wasn't new, but people were just starting to recognize him.
Yeah.
And then he just died.
You have an artist, Cameron, that passed away that you haven't really wish you could get a, like, you know, good feel for?
I would say X.
Yeah.
Xena.
Yeah.
Cause he, like, whenever I was going through my birthdays and everything, he helped out a lot with that. So Yeah, I would say him.
Yeah, no, and that's one of mine too. X is one of mine that left. But then I also could say, you know, one that overdosed himself, man. What was his name? I'm drawing a blank, man. But it's been so many, man.
Right.
That like, you know, Chicago. That's from Chicago. That's been killed. And,
Nip.
you know what I'm saying? Nip, like, you know, Nip was like one of my favorite ones, man. Like that relapse, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like Nips is one, man, you know, that I wish that was still here, man, because he was actually pushing the community, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, man, he had so much work to do, you know what I'm saying, in the studio and also for the culture, man. So who do you feel is an artist that's going under the radar, that's, you know what I'm saying, that's underrated, that's not getting the shine that you think that he should get?
Let's see, it's a hard one because like now the ones that like, you know, most of my artists they still doing good, but like I don't think I can think of one on the spot that actually is going on the radar, you know, someone's forgetting, you know what I'm saying. I feel like this one is, but I feel like it's good for a good reason. Blueface, yeah, probably like, yeah, he's probably deserves it, you know what I'm saying. But like just to see an artist try so hard at first to becoming something and then just falling off is hard to look at, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to look at, even if you know what I'm saying, because everybody trying to do this rap game, you know, trying to get some money, you know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? So
what's an artist that, like, I feel like for me, you know what I'm saying, it's crazy that, you know, they're hot, and then it's like they're hot right now, and then they fall off and stuff like that, like designers.
Yeah,
Fetty Wap is another. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but I feel like, you know, you have to have some type of substance, you know what I'm saying? Some type of, like, that'll keep you in the game. You can't just, I feel like it's just more than just the beat and having bangers and notoriety. You have to have something that forces the inspire people,
not just inspire people that listen to you.
Because that's your fan base. Your fan base, you know what I'm saying, they want to kind of like hear what you're going through as an artist and what you're going through, you know what I'm saying, as an individual. You know, I don't know, I'm just so passionate about music, and music's always kind of been there for me, you know, to kind of like inspire me and uplift me and motivate me and things of that nature. And I know it does the same for you guys. You know,
a lot of people, all people actually, you know, just depends what you listen to, what motivates you the most, what artist does it for you. You know
I feel like an artist that's kind of coming up, Polo G, you know, that's kind of like what I've been listening to lately. Polo G, like, he had the song, you know, Martin and Gina, that kind of like put me on to him, to where like I was just laying down and I was like, yo, this is kind of hard, you know what I'm saying? The dude's pretty nice. But the thing about it is, you know, when I was listening to him, I didn't really like know where he was from. I had to Google where he was from, because I feel like a lot of the music nowadays sound like they're all from like the same kind of, and it's like back in my day when I used to listen to something, you could kind of tell East Coast, West Coast, you know what I'm saying, the South and stuff like that, because the music sounded different. But it's like everything is sounding so much alike, you know. And I also feel like, you know, back in the day, you know, there was a lot more groups. I don't really see too many groups.
The only group that we really had, like in the current age, is the Migos, and they kind of fell off a little bit. They all doing their own thing, like Offset doing his own thing. Ever since he married Cardi, she started doing his own thing.
Yeah. You know, and then it's like, you know, ASAP Mob, you know what I'm saying? That was like one of my favorite, and I spoke about them earlier. You know what I'm saying? ASAP Rocky, and it's like, you know, they all doing their own thing, which is totally fine.
It's fine.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know, you had TDE that was supposed to be like a group, and then it's like they're doing their solo things, and then it's like, you know, I get it. Shine, do your own thing, be your own man, stand on your own 10 toes. But it's like, I enjoy like groups where you have different kind of like styles, you know what I'm saying, that complement each other. Like for instance, like Wu-Tang is like one of my favorite hip hop groups, and like they all had different styles, but when they flowed on a track, you know what I'm saying, they all brought something to the table. So that's why, you know, I've kind of miss like group acts and stuff like that. Like for instance, you had our Future at one point. You know what I'm saying? You know, well, it was things get. You gotta understand, things kind of get in the way where, you know, someone's getting the most shine, and it's like, you know, you just, some people just fall at the wayside. But I don't know, man. I just feel like the way music is going these days, I'm enjoying it, but it's like, it's a lot of things, negative lights that kind of get under my skin with the music. Like, for instance, how you can have rap, you know, like a hip hop song, talking about doing bodily harm to another black individual, and it's like, how come that's the only genre of music to where that's okay? And it's like, you know, they don't do it in any other genre of music, but it's like, I can turn on the radio and they can deliberately talk about doing bodily harm to someone else. So how do y'all feel about the radio stations allowing, you know, this kind of content to, like, do you feel like it's crippling like the black community?
I mean, yes, because like we're like literally eating. They're feeding this to us, and we're actually, y'all probably don't know it, but we're actually, you know, following what they're doing. This actually motivates us in a bad way. Right. You know, we're actually listening to this song and actually making us feel like, you know, that we can do this. You know what I'm saying? We should go. You know what I'm saying? Do this. When like, they put that in their music. Yeah, no,
I actually agree, because it's like, you know, let's say for instance, you got, you know what I'm saying, some homies from, you know what I'm saying, a certain area. And they listening to a song and it's talking about, yo, let's go shoot the ops or whatever. Right. And it's like that.
And if they in a bad mood, they just might do that.
They just might do it.
Motivating them.
And then it makes the black community look more violent than what it really is. And that's where a lot of the oppression comes in, because a lot of white people think that black people are monsters because of, for one, the stuff that we talk about in our music and the things that the music makes us do, or certain individuals. And that's a problem for us.
See, it was a point of time, like I said, back in my day, you know what I'm saying, they had souls like De La Soul, and they had, like, you know what I'm saying, different groups that kind of like uplifted the black community and taught, you know what I'm saying, the black community, you know what I'm saying, with knowledge, you know what I'm saying, because knowledge itself, you know what I'm saying, knowledge is like one of the most powerful things that we have at our fingertips. And it's like, I feel like the type of knowledge in some of the music nowadays, and I get it, you know, it's entertainment. You know, I get it, it's entertainment, and it's supposed to be, you know, they talk about, you know, things that they've been through and things of that nature, but I don't know, man, I still love hip hop, rap, you know, and I know people say, man, it's all trash or whatever, but I feel like there's diamonds in the rough. It's like you got to dig through the crates and find, you know what I'm saying, the artist that suits you. And like, and it's like, I'm an old school cat, but it's like, I have artists that I enjoy listening to, like Jada Smith, man. I like Jada Smith. I think he raps better than his dad.
He's a little out there.
But come on now, you like Young Thug?
Man, I love Young Thug, but yeah.
But he wears dresses. He out there too. So how can you say? You know what I'm saying? He's out there.
Man, he's a veteran, man. He's a veteran.
You know what I'm saying? So how do you feel about DaBaby? Do you feel like DaBaby's?
DaBaby is trash. He has the same flow in every song. Like Drake, my man, Drake and Tory, they always switch it up. They switch it up, but DaBaby's always the same flow. Even like, I understand he like in Rockstar. I did like Rockstar. He was trying to switch it up. It was a little different, but like still, he still had the same flow. People don't like that though. Like a man trying to switch it up, they don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I know he's supposed to be like that hard rapper. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's
like
he's trying to switch up, and it's not really. Sometimes you just need some diversity in your
like different words. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he tries to switch up the flow.
I like that. I like that. DaBaby, like, I don't know. I think he's talented. You know what I'm saying? I think he does. He promotes himself. He promotes himself well. But I can see how some people say that he doesn't switch up his flow and stuff like that. But you gotta understand, he just came out about a year ago. Give him time, right?
Yeah, I mean, but some people just don't like to listen to artists that long. They keep doing the same thing for like
right.
and start to fall because people want something different. Because they want to listen to someone other.
But I'm pretty sure there's artists out there that changed completely up, and you're like, yo, what is this? This is not what you know what I'm saying, I enjoy from this artist. I don't want, let's say for instance, like I don't want an artist that talks about uplifting things, then switch up his flow and start talking about like doing bodily harm to someone.
Right.
You know, like, you know, and there's artists out there that does that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, I don't know, I enjoy someone that stays true to themselves,
Right.
but then at the same time, they have the versatility to like go into different atmospheres and do different type of things, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man, I just feel like hip-hop, I believe it's in a good state, you know, if we keep on, I think if we get back to the lyrical content, you know, like, I know a lot of people enjoy just the beats and enjoy all the mumble raps and stuff like that.
I mean, it really just depends on the actual music, the instrumental. Sometimes if the instrumental is banging, I might listen to it.
Exactly.
Sometimes I don't even listen to the lyrics because I feel like music is not just the lyrics; it's also the actual music.
And how it makes you feel, like how it.
But I do know that I do feel like music or the lyrics is actually a really big part, because sometimes you have no idea what you're talking about, and somebody actually listens to your lyrics, they're gonna be like, what's this dude talking about? Like, I don't know.
He's not talking about that.
Like, he's talking about stupid stuff. I don't know what that is.
And I think that's correct, because it's like, yes, the beat can like, yo, that's hard beat.
Hard
but
beat.
if somebody use, you know what I'm saying, a metaphor where they break it down like a sentence and it has like these double entendres and these double meanings to it, like that's like pretty dope.
That's pretty dope, especially to flow with the beat, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I listen to the lyrics, and then like, you know what I'm saying? And it just goes hard with it. You know
Yeah, I definitely love lyrical
JRD,
artists.
you know what I'm saying? Like he does that with his music, with his beats. He flows with it, you know what I'm saying? When he's breaking down stuff, you know what I'm saying? And actually making sense with it.
Yeah.
I like artists like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I feel, you know, that, like, what do you feel about white rappers coming into the hip hop space? Do you think hip hop is just dominantly for like the minorities, or do you think it has a place for like Post Malone?
I like it. It doesn't have a place for everybody. Like Jack Harlow, he was definitely spitting.
That
remix, that was fire.
It was definitely good.
I
And
do
it's like, but if like there's a white dude coming in there trying to spit something and it's just not working, I mean, you gotta go. I mean, it's not even about your color no more. It's just like you can't rap, and it's probably like, but there's a lot of black artists that can rap, and even if they can't, because they're black, people like give them a listen and stuff like that. And sometimes white rappers don't really have a chance in the hip hop industry, and so I feel like that's kind of messed up to me, because I mean, like I said, Jack Harlow, he's really good. Like, he's a really good rapper, and he definitely deserves credit for what's popping and all that other stuff, his albums and stuff like that.
Yeah. That was hard. That was hard. Yeah, I listen to Jack Harlow, man. Jack Harlow's nice, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Some of Post Malone stuff is kind of cool.
Yeah, I like Post Malone. But I can't like listen to him like that. But I like him on like some tracks.
I don't know, man. I just think, you know, I think Post Malone is a culture vulture, man. You know, because it's like, you know, he was into like rock and folk, you know what I'm saying, and it's like, it like the light bulb came on when he came out with the, you know what I'm saying, was it White Iverson or what was it called?
Yeah, White Iverson.
You know what I'm saying, and it's like,
Now
it was catchy,
and
and it was like, yo, I'm gonna keep on pumping out these, you know, and I don't know, man. I just think like, if you're gonna do rock and roll or whatever the case you're gonna do, man, because it's like, look, it's so easy for them to come into this space of music, right?
Yeah.
Bleed it dry, get what you can get out of it, you know what I'm saying, and still go into another genre of music, you know what I'm saying, and do your rock and all this other stuff, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, what was that one song that the dude did, the Country Road, or what was that called?
Oh, Old Town Road.
Old Town Road. Like, how do y'all feel about that?
I mean,
it's like,
I liked it. I'm not even gonna cap. I liked it. It was pretty, but I feel like it was overplayed.
It was way overplayed.
Yeah, it was definitely overplayed. But even still, I liked it. I mean,
I think he's gonna be a one-hit wonder.
He probably is.
Yeah,
I haven't heard nothing from him.
You don't have anything
last
else?
year.
I don't know, man. I I think they're hitting the timer on him.
Yeah. I feel like he's definitely gonna fall off.
What was his name? Little Nas.
Lil Nas X,
bro. Like that was his only banger, and like you know what I'm saying, it was basically for everybody. I'm pretty sure he made him.
I felt the type of way about his name because you know what I'm saying. My favorite rapper of all time is Nas. You know what I'm saying, and it's like, yo, man, like he put Little Nas and then X, and it's like I don't know. I just think he just kind of threw darts at the wall. You know, like, yo, oh, landed on Little, and oh, landed on Nas, oh, X, and it's like I don't know, man, but. I don't know, man, but it is a lot of talented, you know what I'm saying, music out there. I think hip hop or rap is like one of the most talented genres because you can mix it with everything. You know what I'm saying? Rock, you know, they mix it with everything. Pop, just country, everything, man.
They really did that.
And a lot of them, a lot of other genres, you know what I'm saying, kind of tap into hip hop, you know, and get them features and stuff like that to kind of make their genre excel and stuff like that. What do y'all feel about artist Travis Scott? You know, Travis Scott.
Definitely a good artist. I definitely like Travis Scott.
I don't like him because like the auto-tune, I'm just not that person to listen to that because like I already got the beat. Why listen to someone that's literally?
I mean, for Travis, it's like his signature, man. I mean, you already know when Travis is on the track. Like,
it's true.
You know, when you hear that auto-tune, it's Travis, and it's like he's a good artist.
But he's very creative though. I like his creativity. You know what I'm saying? He's very, very creative. You know, and I don't know, man. I just think that, you know, he's a talented brother, man. And, you know, I like the stuff that he does with, like, he got the album that he's trying to work with Kid Cudi. You know what I'm saying? And Kid Cudi is like one of my favorite,
yeah,
you know what I'm artists.
He is nice.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Kid Cudi is one of those type of artists, you know what I'm saying, when I was going through stuff, you know what I'm saying? And he has that music that everybody can relate to because everybody has ups and downs and deals with emotions and deals with things in their lives and stuff like that, man. Because we all have something that we're trying to overcome, and I feel like Kid Cudi is one of those artists that kind of like helps you get through these things that you're trying to overcome. You know, I want you guys to kind of just go into your top 5 list. You know, give me your top 5 that you feel like. It doesn't matter from this generation, past generation, doesn't matter. Your top 5 list of GOATs that you think, you know, do you have a top 5?
GOATs, top 5. Drake, because you know what I'm saying, when you hear Drake, you just know it's going to be a good song or it's going to be a goofy song. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that could be a lot of people's at least top 5 from past to present. He's always been doing good, you know what I'm saying? He's just been staying him, being humble, you know what I'm saying? Just keeping it grinding his money, you know what I'm saying? Second, I don't know if I can do it like 5 because you know it's kind of hard, but second, Uzi. Because like back in the day, bro, you already know those old songs, those were fire, bro. Just again, bro. He just keeping him, doing him, making good songs for his fan base. Now people gonna be like, Louis trash. Well, he's not for you then, you know what I'm saying? With somebody else, you know what I'm saying? That was different rappers are for, you know what I'm saying? That's why I just like him. You know, his flows, his beats, you know what I'm saying? He be going hard, he going fast, you know what I'm saying? He just talks about, you know, a lot of random movie stuff, you know what I'm saying? And third, let me think. JID, because when I was doing, I was like, whoa, who is this? I feel like he was an old, you know, an old cat from the past. That's what I thought when I was doing. But I was like, wait, look, he just kind of started now. That's fire, you know what I'm saying? Because he had like the flow of someone back in the day, but you know, he was just in his current day today, which I really felt that. I was like, wow, it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? And fourth, I'm on number 4. Let's see. I guess I would say the baby, because when I was listening, his flow, it was just like that was his flow. That when I heard a flow kind of like that, I was like, oh, that's the baby, that's him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He was true to himself. He was just being him and how he knew to be him. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about real stuff. You know what I'm saying? That was good. And number 5, this is gonna be hard. Let's see, for real. I don't think I got one. That's like really the main people I just listen to. That's people I stick with, you know what I'm saying? Just throughout the years.
Who would you say is your top 5 that, you know, you enjoy?
My top 5, old school Tory, definitely. I love his old school mixtapes and all of that. and then Roddy. Of course, I gotta get with the Roddy, and then old school Drake. I mean, I love me some old school Drake. I like The Views. I love that album. It's a really good album. And then number 4, probably Gunna. Definitely Gunna, because I like his new album, Wanna. It was a really good album. I liked every song on there. Yeah, it was really exciting to hear and all that stuff. And then this one's not really talked about, but Future, definitely Future. Like that's my boy. I love his old school stuff, his new stuff, like all of that. I feel like he'll never really fall off entirely. I mean, people don't really talk about him now, but I feel like he won't ever fall off. Just like because he just has those kind of vibes that make you feel good and all that stuff like that. But those are my 5 for sure.
Okay. What about you, Cameron? You got the top 5? It could be any kind of music, you know, any genre that you enjoy. Top 5 people that's in your list.
I ain't got 5, but I know the first one's gonna be Janae, cause she helped me with a lot of pain that I was going through. And then the second one would be Summer Walker, cause I like her voice and like her little tone and everything. And then the third one will be Nipsey.
Okay.
Even though like I ain't really get to hear his songs and all that, I did like his little and everything. And then that's really all I could really think of.
Okay. Well, mine, of course, because you know I got range because I've been alive a lot longer. I would say my number 1. I mean, Nas, man. I mean, when I first heard Nas, this dude was talented. The way he spit, you know, a lot of people give him grief because he doesn't really have like amazing beats. But it's like, why do you need amazing beats when you put words together so like effortlessly? You know what I'm saying? And then after Nas, I would say Jay-Z. I'm a big Jay-Z fan, and Jay-Z's always kind of had really good play on words. He's always been really talented. I'm gonna just do those 2 because I gotta, you know, I'm from that era, so I gotta pay homage to them. But I would say currently, you know, now I'm gonna have to put A$AP Rocky in there because I do enjoy listening to A$AP Rocky. You know, he's the type of person, he's into fashion, he's into all these other things, but then it's like he also can rap, man. I mean, the dude can flow. Yeah. You know, my 4th one would be J. Cole. You know, I'm really into J. Cole. J. Cole is nice, man. I mean, he has a team that's nice, and dude is mad talented. My 5th one, this is tough, man, because there's so many great artists that's out now. I would say my 5th one would be J.I.D. From J. Cole Camp. I mean, J. Cole is giving him so much game and giving him so much, you know what I'm saying, like he can reflect off J.I.D. could just reflect off of J. Cole and just get all that knowledge and stuff like that. So those will be my top. You know what I'm saying? I had to pay homage to the old school cats that I grew up on, but you know, for sure, you know, it's so much good music out there. It's kind of like hard to like really just sit here and think, you know, because this is just off the head, off the rip, just us getting into like what we enjoy,
what we like in music,
and I don't know, man. It's just so much stuff out there, and like now, there's so much great stuff out there now. I feel like it's a lot of trash out there. Like, it's a lot of it is, man. I mean, like I say, like who would y'all say will be like the trashiest rapper right now?
6ix9ine.
6ix9ine.
He's not making no music. He's not even. I'm sorry. He's not even making no music anymore. But still, it's just
I mean, he just came out with a song, Gooba. After he got released, he came out with a song.
Yeah, that was like 2 months ago. That was
terrible. I don't understand the names of the songs. I don't even know what a Gooba is.
That's not even the bad part. It's the part is
his lyrics.
It's his lyrics, and he's trying to get big off of being a rap. He has I saw a picture of him. He had a hoodie that said rap on it, and he was advertising it like that's gonna get him big. And it's like, if you can't make it about your music, you're not a good
No, you're right, because it's like he using all the shenanigans and
Right.
trolling to bring fame and success his way.
Which that's
And
not
I
gonna
just
work.
think
Not gonna happen.
I just think he's putting a lot of negative energy around him.
There's a
in
lot
the
of
air.
people out there who want him dead. That's all I gotta say. There's a lot of people out there who do not want him
And
to
I don't wish
walking around.
harm on anyone, but it's
Me
like, yo,
neither.
but if you having this energy, you bringing this energy towards you, you get what you deserve, man. You know what I'm saying? So I would have to agree. I think, you know what I'm saying, 6ix9ine is garbage, man. And I try not to feed into like all the shenanigans he do. Like whenever like a video post of him like on YouTube, I don't try to click on it, man, because it's like I'm not trying to get this dude to shine and the views.
He's
and
not
all
even
the
trying
stuff
to. He's not even
does.
trying to make music no more. He's just
Right.
trying to get big off of being stupid, making dumb comments and stuff like that. You know,
Yeah.
trying to being a rat. You know what I'm saying?
You know, and like another one, man, like Blueface. Like I know we talked about that. Like I don't really listen to him, but it's
He's
like
not- he's not all that.
You just need to listen to the beat first, bruh. Start making music. I'm sorry.
like that. What's it? Bust down Tatiana.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the only thing I know. Like what the hell is bust down Tatiana? I don't know, man. I went to high school with a girl named Tatiana.
I mean, he definitely has potential.
He has potential, but he's
definitely has
not,
potential,
but
I don't think he's like.
I feel like he's not trying. I feel like he's
Yeah, I
just-
feel like he's not
I
trying.
feel like he's doing it for the money, not for the
Yeah.
culture, like not
Yeah.
for the kids that actually listen to his music
Yeah.
and actually making good music. He's just trying to do this for the money.
Yeah, he's
That's
trying
bad.
to just throw some stuff out there, get a quick meal, you know.
Exactly. Just get like
That's
one
all it
platinum
is.
song, one
Right.
song platinum, make some money.
So-
Just stop.
So if you was an artist, right, and let's say you was an artist and you lived in a dangerous place, right? Like, because we spoke about earlier, like how artists, you know what I'm saying, get killed where they live and stuff like that. They're dangerous environments. Like, if you had the opportunity to, if your area that you was in, if it was dangerous, would you stay in your environment because you don't want people being like, oh, they left, you forgot about me, or whatever, you forgot about us, or would you get the hell up out of there?
I would have to get up out of there, man. I have to get up out of there, man. I feel like I don't want to risk my life. Like, if my fans really understand that much, they understand that I want to stay alive, keep giving them content, you know?
Exactly.
Like, it's not, I'm not going to risk my life just to stay in my hometown. Yeah, of course, my hometown means a lot to me. Like all my cousins that I grew up with, like, that's stuff that really goes to my heart, and I love them and all that stuff. I love Oklahoma, but like if I definitely had to go, I would get up out of here. That's
Like sometimes you gotta fly, you know what I'm saying? Make the music pop.
Where would you go? If you had to move, where would you go?
I don't really know a bunch of places, but I would go to New York. You know what I'm saying? Just something different, something I think safe. I don't know. I've never been to New York, but I feel like it would be safe.
No, it's not safe. but I don't know. It's a dope place though. You know what I'm saying? If you move there, you have to move to Manhattan. You know. What about you?
I would go to Atlanta because, for one, I've never been to Atlanta. I know I was supposed to go a couple years ago, and I didn't get the chance to, and it was upsetting. If I were to go somewhere, I wouldn't want to start new. I wouldn't want to be somewhere familiar. I want to get a chance to look at the city, you know, and be able to explore.
What about you, Cameron? If you was an artist and you had a place to move somewhere, where would you move to?
It would have to be. I'll probably go stay in the country, Alabama or something. So nobody would know.
They got rappers out there though. I mean, they got artists out there. I mean, hey, that's understandable. You know, I feel like if I got the opportunity to move, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it will probably be the East Coast. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I enjoy the East Coast, man. It's just, I don't know. I would probably move to like New York for a little bit, and then realize this was a bad decision, and probably like move somewhere where they have good weather. You know, I don't know, man. I just feel like music has kind of been one of the main forces in my life, and I just enjoy it, man. And we just wanted to kind of have an open dialogue about what has music done for us in our lives, and the type of artists that we enjoy listening to.
How can change you? You know what I'm saying?
That inspire us and things of that nature. We're gonna have so many different discussions
So many, bruh.
about all sorts of type of things that's going on around us.
We're gonna have some guests or different people. It won't just be us all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll try to have
This is
different
just
people.
something that we're doing, just an open dialogue discussion about things that we're passionate about. It's about our passion. It's about sitting down, you know what I'm saying, at a round table, even though this table's square or rectangular.
Whatever you want to call it.
You know,
It's
it's just about sitting with family, doing something with your people,
doing something.
your loved
Talking,
ones,
you know what I'm
and having a discussion about the things that you're passionate about. You know, and it doesn't take much
saying?
to do this. You know, just sit down and just talk. You know, and I feel like this is
A great
something.
time. I
feel like this is something great that we can do. You know, and we're gonna just try to keep coming, pushing out content to you guys. You know what I'm saying? So just follow us. You know what I'm saying on
Instagram. Make sure you go back and look at those Instagrams.
Yeah. So yeah, this is going to be a journey that we're going to try to do with each other and a movement that we're trying to, you know, perfect. So thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, we'll see you next time. Peace.